This has major implications for the San Antonio Spurs, as a recent SI article highlights the expectations of our number 2 overall pick, Dylan Harper, and how he can have an effect on the San Antonio Spurs for this upcoming season. And we're going to discuss it all here on Spurs Digest with your host, Keenan Warner. And if you guys haven't yet, make sure you guys take a spur of the moment to get every Spurs moment by hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss all the great content that me, Josh, and Brian have coming for you. But right before we get started, let's just talk about something real quick. Have you ever wanted to break into sports media as a writer or a content creator? Digest Media has a bunch of openings across all 4 major sports in North America to join our growing content team. We're looking for passionate fans, creators, and storytellers who live and breathe sports. Head over to digestmedia.ca/join us. Again, digestmedia.ca/join us to apply today. You'll find a link in the description and pinned in the comments. We can't wait to see what you got. And the same way we can't wait to see what he's got. The number 2 overall pick in the draft this year, Dylan Harper. The expectations for Dylan Harper in year 1. Dylan Harper could star in a talented core early, and I think that he has a great chance to do so. I think that he will. Obviously, we know we are so close to the number 1 pick. Doesn't matter, because Cooper Flagg, as great as he is, we got ourselves a superstar talent as well in Dylan Harper. I mean, we were not supposed to even be close to that. We jumped 6 spots on lottery night. 6 spots. We were looking at maybe Trey Johnson at the number 8. Are we going to go point guard, back up? Like, what are we going to do there? So we were looking possibly for that. But not worried about that at all. We get Dylan Harper. The second we had the number 2 pick, we knew we were either going to trade it for some supernova, which we didn't really even need to do, or we're going to get the guy who is going to change life in San Antonio in Dylan Harper. I mean, Harper entered the season last year at Rutgers, number 2 prospect in the class for the most. I mean, he did little to dissuade that by averaging 19.4, 4.6, and 4.0 assists, en route to one of the better one-and-done guard scenes we've seen in some time. 6'6", widely expected to thrive in the NBA, creative scoring, improved playmaking, and solid defense. I think that defense is a little bit better than solid if you saw what we had in Summer League. Obviously, he shot 48% from the floor, 33% from 3, 75% from the line, gets to the lane at such an elite rate. He already reminds you of Cade Cunningham, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the way he was able to probe, get into the defense, and make plays off of that for his teammates, but a lot for himself as well. And then during Summer League, we saw what he was able to do in his only 2 games. He only played 21 minutes per game, but averaged 16 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists over that. Had an insane block, just showcasing all the little things that we needed. I saw the first game, and I was like, yep, we made the right pick. And obviously he has a whole NBA career to go, and you never know, but just watching the first few minutes of Dylan Harper, I just thought to myself, yeah, we made the right pick. There was no way fans are buts about it. There was not like we should have gone with Ace Bailey, or we should have gone with Con Knepp, we should have done. Nope, we got our guy. Dylan Harper is the guy. He's going to be the future here. And I understand that people are a little still feeling up and down about it. Obviously, it happened a few weeks back, but we signed De'Aaron Fox clearly to that long-term extension, and people are feeling a little weird about it because of the fact that, if we have De'Aaron Fox, are we not going to really care about the development of Dylan Harper? And I'm going to talk about that here in just a moment, where we're still caring about the development of Dylan Harper, but what are the expectations for Harper this year? That is something that we've talked about, what he possibly can do, what he can't do, but what do we expect out of him this year? We need to dive in, obviously, to the roster to see, okay, where's first, where's second, and where does he really fit in? Of course, led Wemby. We know what Wemby is, supernova, guy who is going to be the face of the league one day, going to be a multiple-time MVP guy, multiple-time champion, multiple-time defensive player of the year. Just needs to happen when. Going to be one of the best scorers in the league, already the best defender in the league. We can move on from him. Next, De'Aaron Fox. We just signed him to a brand new max deal, keeping him in San Antonio for the long haul. Lesser handful of games last season with the Spurs. He didn't really play the greatest with the San Antonio Spurs last season, but hey, he was coming in, not a great finger, coming into a weird situation where you play with Wemby and and then you don't play with Wemby anymore. It's the All-Star break right there. Then you're dealing with yourself. You really didn't have any consistency. We'll know what he's going to be more so this year. He's going to get hopefully back to that 22, 23 De'Aaron Fox, that clutch player of the year, that 25 a game, that kind of level of production. And then next we got Stephon Castle, obviously 14.7 points a game. We can get a little bit bigger view of it here. 14.7, 3.7, 4.1, 43% from the floor, 28.5 from three. We saw what he was able to do last year. We saw what he was able to do at UConn on that championship level team, our championship team. But I mean, we've got players in line, and then obviously the Dylan Harper comes in because after that, we've got Harrison Barnes, Keldon Johnson, Kelly Olynyk, Sochan, Devin Vassell, and more. So we've obviously got Luke Cornett, and then we've got some of the other role players. But the importance of Dylan Harper in this is he's better than all of them. I understand Devin Vassell right now might be the better player, but we already have to value Harper higher than Vassell, of course. It's those other three guys of where does he fit within the mold. I think that he should be like a third option on the roster because I think he's a better scoring threat and he's a better offensive player already than Stephon Castle, even though Stephon Castle showed a lot towards the back half of the season. He's just a guy, though, Stephon Castle, where unless his jump shot has really, really developed, which it could have because he has been working on it and is looking good, he's looking much better than it was last year. If that shot's really developed, then he can be a high-level offensive player. But all he needs to do is be a good offensive player because he's already an elite-level defensive player, a guy who should be perennially on all defensive teams. And if Wemby wasn't in the league, could be battling like a Dyson Daniels for a defensive player of the year on years, depending on what it looks like for the bigs position, because it's really a big award just because of the way they block shots. But with some of the team's best players vying for position as well, fairly deep roster, Harper will have his work cut out for him to shine as a rookie, but certainly talented enough to do so. It's hard to envision anything but double-digit scoring for Harper, though it may come differently than it did at Rutgers. Despite affinity, ball in hand, proven in transition, it's going to be nice to see what Harper's going to do like we expect it to be, but certainly less on-ball reps than Fox and Castle for now. But there is a guy who I want to compare right real quick before we get out of here on this, and it's Tyrese Haliburton. Why do I want to compare Tyrese Haliburton to Dylan Harper in this sense? Tyrese Haliburton was a rookie in 2020-2021 with the Sacramento Kings. He played behind De'Aaron Fox as a rookie. In that year, he played 30 minutes a game. He averaged 13 points, 5.5 assists, and 3 rebounds, and was all-rookie first team in 58 games. Dylan Harper could do a lot of this. And obviously, what the Kings saw was, okay, Tyrese Haliburton, he is too good to be on this roster. Like, he is too good to just sit here. So what are we going to do? We can either trade De'Aaron Fox and keep Tyrese Haliburton, or we could trade Tyrese Haliburton, keep Fox, and get a piece. And what they did was they got Domantas Sabonis around that, tried to build a championship-level team there. And obviously, they had to trade Fox, so obviously we got him. Thank you for that. But my point in saying all of that is De'Aaron Fox has already been in this position before with a very good point guard, a bigger point guard behind him who can play. Teaching him how to play the game, showcasing what he can really do. Like, De'Aaron Fox has already been in this position with another guy. And this time, if it gets to that, okay, Dylan Harper showcasing, we can move off of that Fox contract, but that's not even something we need to worry about right now, because the expectations for Dylan Harper is just to come in there and be a better rookie and better pro every single day. And I understand that is the cliche thing to say for, hey, that's what every rookie and that's what every player needs to do, come in and be the best player they can be. But obviously we know for Steph Curry coming in, we need 25 a game, we need you to be super efficient, we need you to be the hub of the offense, defensively we need you to work, and we need to be showcase why we can be a championship contender. You can go down the line with all your stars. Even just your regular guys, like for LaMelo to come into the league, he's got to come into this year, he's going to be like, we got to try to build a winning culture here in Charlotte. So you've got to actually have your empty calorie stats become winning stats kind of thing. Like, everybody has their role in what they can do. Harper really can just come in and be like, I'm just here to play basketball this year, guys. I'm going to learn. I'm going to come in here, obviously contribute to winning the best way I possibly can, but just get better every day because you have De'Aaron Fox ahead of you who has the load of being the true point guard responsibility. You just go in there and play basketball, which I think 13-5-3 or maybe 15-5-4, something around that for Harper is going to line up nice. I think Tyrese Halliburton's rookie year is a lot of what you're going to see from Dylan Harper, and that puts De'Aaron Fox in a similar position because he's already dealt with it once. But let me know what you expect for Dylan Harper. Give some numbers. What do you think is 15 points, below, above? Where do you think he's going to list around? Where do you think he's going to be around? And what do you think his contributions to winning is going to be? But this has been Spurs Digest with your host, Keenan Warner. Again, in the pinned comments and in the description, digestmedia.ca/join us if you are looking to get into new media, and hit that subscribe button if you got to this point here. We're really trying to get to 10K before the start of the new season. But this has been Spurs Digest. Keenan Warner, appreciate all of you guys. We'll be seeing you guys very soon, live tomorrow at 7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central.